Hi guys, welcome to Simple Programming. In this video, let us try to make use of the web flux components like Mono, Flux and Web Client. As of now, there is reactive repository support for MongoDB, Redis and Cassandra. In this video, let us see how to configure this reactive Cassandra repository and use it with the web flux components. Alright, let's create a project first. I'm going to go to File, New, Spring Startup Project. Give a name for your project and click on Next. And here, type in Reactive. You could see what are the different reactive components available for you to use. And looks like there is a new support for Couchbase also. So here, we're going to select Reactive Cassandra and then click on Finish. Let me quickly open up the pom.xml. So here's our reactive Cassandra dependency added. So now let's go and configure the other items like controller, model, etc. So let's annotate with other table. And then this is going to be our primary key. Alright, so our model is ready. Now let's go to our repository. Let's create a repository. It's going to be an interface. So this is the one that we need. Okay, it's going to be of type student and teacher because that's our primary key. Let's try to create an opinionated method signature here. Say that's going to be student find by age say hello filtering. Right, so our repository is ready. Now let's go to a controller. Okay, I think we are missing a dependency here. Let's add the flux dependency. Sorry guys, looks like we missed a dependency. We have to add the web flux dependency here. So now let's go and got the import here. Cool. All right. Let's auto add this student repo. And then let's have a get mapping, which is going to be you can use mono when you want to return either 0 or 1 element in it. So you're going to find by ID, and definitely it's going to return only one element. Now let's try to implement a flux example. Let us say I want everyone. Find only. All right. So we have two examples. One is for mono and another is for flux. And let us write an implementation for our custom. We filter by age. Let's try to be uniform here. Cool. All right. So we have three examples here. So before we run, when we start our example, we need to feed data into the database. So for that, let me try to given some default values. So we have our data. Let's go to our application properties. Let's rename it. I feel a lot comfortable working with YAMLs than property files. So I always do this. I change my application properties to YAML. Okay. The default port is always 9042. And then we have to mention one more thing, that is going to be your key space name. My key space name is going to be Reactive Cassandra. I think so. Let's check that. All right. So we have the application level setup done. Let's go to our Cassandra database. All right. Okay. Let's create a table. There is no underscore. All right. So our table is created. So now let's go and run this project. I'm sorry, I completely missed something here. So let me add it here. Okay. Okay, so our application has been started. Now let's try to run this example. Let's try to see whether these things are working fine or not. All right, so let's now try to test this. Okay, let us do our first filter by ID, and we got the data here. And now let's try to filter by age greater than let us say 14 for now, and we got two records here. So we have Jack whose age is 16 and Mary whose age is 15. And then let's try to get all the records. So we got all the records now. So that's how you make use of the reactive Cassandra repository with Spring 5 components. So let us try to consume our REST web services using the web client. So for this, right, I created a simple Spring Boot reactive project. So let me quickly show you the pom.xml. There is only one dependency, that is going to be our web flux dependency. And then I have a controller which is going to return a flux of student elements in it. And I have a consumer service which is going to have the implementation of the web client. So this web client is very similar to the REST template that we have now. You can use this to call the remote REST services, but this is more aligned to work with Spring Reactive component. So this is fully reactive and gives you a functional field to work with. So what I did is, like, I created a web client which is going to be of localhost 9001, and then I'm going to hit the students slash all endpoint, and I'm going to retrieve the data and send it to the controller and send it back to the end user. So let's try to run this example and let's try to see what is the output that we get. All right, the server is up and running, and now let's go to our Postman and let's fire the URI. So I'm going to use port 9002, and when I did that, I got the results from the other server, which is port 9001. So let me quickly show you something interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream this data. Okay, I think the better place to do this is, let's go to the consumer and delay this by I'm going to delete this data by 1 second. And then in our controller, let me going to produce. You can either have a text event stream or a JSON value stream. I'm going to use a JSON value stream in this case. And let me quickly stop the server and start it again. Okay, the server is up and running, and let's go to a command prompt and let's do a curl here. Now the data is going to be streamed as an output. So you'll see this now. So do you see this? Every second the data is now streamed. So this is another example of how to use efficiently the Spring Reactive components for streaming your data to the end user. So I hope this example was really helpful, and please subscribe for more such videos. Thank you guys.